Travel along, Catholic pilgrims, as we read letters from the voyages of St. Frances Cabrini as she traveled around the Western Hemisphere sharing the good news of Christ. Welcome to our 10th voyage with Mother Cabrini, Catholic pilgrims. This voyage is from New York to Havre, and we've made this voyage with her before, but that was a decade ago. She has grown wiser and more experienced, and I suspect that will show up in her writings. Mother is plain worn out as she boards the steamer for this trip, and she falls asleep as soon as she waves goodbye. Let's join her leaving the port in New York as we turn to page 235. New York to Havre, September 1899. September 2nd, 1899. My dear daughters, peace be to you, and may it accompany you everywhere and always. La me belle e fortunate, sul Gesù può far beate, senza lui de un denso velo, coprirebisi ence e cielo. The beautiful and fortunate souls, only Jesus can make them happy. Without him, a thick veil would cover even the sky. How lovely and sweet it is to undertake a sea voyage when one is tired and worn out with the labors of the missions. The day was fixed, the cabins were secured, and September the 2nd came all too quickly. I had to work day and night during the last 48 hours to settle certain affairs connected with the mission, which required a great deal of my attention. I had to prepare the luggage at night, hence I was worn out when I got on board the steamer. As soon as I finished waving my handkerchief to the sisters, I sat on a chair and fell asleep. When I awoke, I could not persuade myself that I was alone with Mother Virginia. It was only then I realized that I was far away from the sisters and felt the sorrow of separation from them. It seemed to me that I had still a word to say to one sister, to give advice to another, to suggest something to a third, but already the immensity of the ocean had isolated me from everyone, while the rainy weather seemed to make me feel sadder. Reflecting upon my vocation as a missionary, I remembered that I ought not to allow sadness to take hold of me. So I entered into the heart of Jesus, where I saw all the sisters, and though I could not speak to them, I asked the Sacred Heart to tell each of them what I had forgotten, or what I had not time to say. Great was my pleasure at the thought that the Sacred Heart would inspire you with the good resolution to do what I want you to do, and to add to it His grace, and thus facilitate the exercise of those virtues which give to true missionaries of the Sacred Heart that energy which makes them zealous for the salvation of souls. Vast and fruitful is the harvest that the good God spreads out before you, and you can extend your zeal all over it, gathering every day abundant sheaves. You are the fortunate spouses of Jesus. You are, therefore, made the queens of all the treasures of the King. Keep in mind that souls were redeemed by the blood of Jesus, and therefore you must do all in your power to lead them to the divine heart. Work with fervor. Love will enable you to work with fervor and fruit. In your actions, your words, and your sufferings, seek always the greater glory of God, and even perfection to which you must incessantly aspire will be animated by that most noble end, the glory of God. Unite all the powers of your spirit, work, pray, and suffer. Do continual violence to yourselves, ever mindful of the words, omnia possum in eo quae me confitat. Have great confidence in God. Let your confidence grow greater every day. You are poor creatures, and so you must lean on the Creator. You are weak and miserable. Hence, you must rely on the divine omnipotence. Yes, my daughters, lean on your beloved, because the soul that abandons itself to the most adorable heart of Jesus in everything it does is not only sustained, but even carried forward by Jesus himself. That's all for today, Catholic pilgrims. I'll see you back here very soon. And until then, live the faith boldly and travel well.